This is for entertainment purposes only. This short story is only for people over the age of 18.
You love doing anything and everything I want, I said in my blonde hippie clothes while in the women's bathroom.
Yes, I love doing anything and everything you want, mistress.
The blonde female police officer said back with glazed eyes and a slack jaw.
Grandma loved telling this one story. They were hippies in the 60s and were involved in finding new and better cannabis plants. One type, F00K, would get you stoned, but for women, it would make them irresistible to other women, as in mentally and emotionally irresistible. Even with the summer of love, the idea of women with women was still taboo.
There were still some people giving women the side eye when you'd see two chicks sitting too close together, or one on the other's laps.
Grandma would say.
No one talked about the cries of passion in the middle of the night, but we all knew what was going on.
When Grandpa got busted for selling things other than F00K, Grandma went to the police station to get him out. Grandma didn't have any money, but she did have something else. She went to get Grandpa out, after smoking F00K. Where Grandpa was arrested, they had made a big deal of showing they were progressive in hiring half a dozen female police officers, as real police officers, not just desk clerks. This gave Grandma an opening with F00K.
I don't know if F00K changed my breath, or skin, or what, but the first time I smoked that shit, it was enlightening.
Grandma said with distant eyes.
My first kiss from another woman was right after I held in the smoke from F00K, and I released it into the blue eyes of some judgmental pro-war bitch, who couldn't get enough of me after that.
Grandma claimed the effect she had on other women would last for 2 days, more than long enough to make the female police officers, she got more than one, to free Grandpa. It was also long enough for Grandma to explore her lesbian side before that. Grandma, thankfully, didn't go into detail, but when she showed me a picture of the smoke show she was back in the 60s, I could see it. Grandma loved that story even if I found it hard to believe.
It was the time when anything was possible, and I did everything possible with women.
Grandma said with a wicked grin.
Your grandpa had no problem with 2 women at the same time, and I made sure our partner had no problem either. It wasn't a surprise when the shit about reefer madness hit the fan.
Grandma said the war on cannabis was mostly to try and wipe out F00K. The feds would never admit to this, but if you looked in the right places and interpreted words correctly, you could see it. I was still skeptical until last summer. She handed me a small paper packet and a knowing wink.
This might help with your sexual desires.
Grandma said low enough only I could hear her. I came out 2 years ago, at age 20, to Grandma before I did to Mom. Grandma, still being a hippie at heart, accepted my sexual desires. I didn't open the packet until I was back at my apartment. The slip of paper in the packet had written on it, in faded ink, F00K, and inside were a dozen cannabis seeds. 7 just germinated.
The end. This was a work of fiction. Any similarity between people, living or dead, is purely coincidence. This scenario did not, or should not, have happened in real life. Thank you for listening.